Hello and welcome. This is Bhragu Haritas from BW Business World, and today we have a guest with us, Mr. Nipun Marya, Director of Brand Strategy from Vivo, who is going to talk about Vivo's smartphone business in India. Welcome, Mr. Nipun.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
So, when it comes to spending on marketing, Vivo is one of the top spenders among all smartphone brands. So, what, according to you, is more important for a brand to sustain longer in the industry? The huge marketing investment or coming up with an innovative product?
Okay. So this is a question which is asked a lot of times, considering what you see above the surface is our marketing spend. However, I think I can give an analogy of the iceberg, wherein 1/10 is above the water, 9/10 is below the water. So above the water is the marketing spend, which is only 1/10 of our efforts. 9/10, which is below the water, is the amount of investment we put into product R&D, into innovation, into all of that. And it's this 9/10 which is the foundation, which is the bedrock of and which gives us an opportunity to speak something new to our consumers. So very, very clearly, product innovation, R&D, consumer focus, getting the right kind of quality products, right kind of innovations, those are the things which are most important for us. And then yes, communicating them in a nice, interesting way, telling about what our brand stands for, what is the brand imagery, style statement. So all these things come after we have a great product with us. So therefore, for long term, we certainly believe we first have to have a great product, talk to the consumer with the features which he wants to see in his smartphone, and then yes, talk about them in an interesting way, which is the marketing part.
So how has the signing of Amir Khan as Vivo's brand ambassador and sponsorship of IPL helped Vivo in increasing their brand equity in the market?
Sure. So see, Amir is a celebrity in himself. So when we looked at Amir's popularity and looked at the respect he garners and governs, we thought that he's a very suitable fit for Vivo. And so far our journey has been great. So whether it's in terms of sales or in terms of brand upliftment, we've seen some good numbers growth.
And what about the sponsorship with IPL?
Sure. So the IPL sponsorship also, it's our third year is already over. We did two editions before that. Then for the 5-year journey which we've started, 1 year is already done. So our IPL journey has also been great. India as a country is passionate about cricket and Bollywood. So for cricket, IPL is a big property. We have that. Bollywood, Amir Khan is a big star. So there again we have good association. So overall, I think whether it's IPL or and even Pro Kabaddi League, so all of that put together, I think Vivo is in a good position in the Indian market.
With Vivo having its presence across the globe,
yes,
how is India different from the rest of the world as a market for Vivo? And is India the second most important market after China for you guys?
When it comes to me, for me, India is the most important market, not even the second most. And why is that? India is a fast growing market. As far as the size in the world is concerned, India is the second largest market after China. So therefore, we believe India is a market where we can certainly do well, both in the medium term as well as in the long term. And all our efforts are in that direction of how we can continue to do better and better in the Indian market. And we are doing significant investments in that direction, whether those investments are in the lines of manufacturing. So all our products which are sold in India are manufactured in India. We are already employing more than 5,000 people in our Greater Noida factory. Yeah. So that's what we are doing. And apart from this, innovation is a very, very important piece, as I said earlier. So we are putting special focus on understanding what are the needs of the Indian consumer. Therefore, we believe understanding consumer is very important. Focus on innovation is extremely important. And manufacturing all of these products in India through the Make in India facility is all that is, triggering our commitment towards making in India and being a strong brand in India.
Are you planning to set up any new manufacturing unit in India also?
So see, we've already invested more than 300 crores in India in manufacturing. Apart from this, yes, we are looking at expanding our facility. Now, whether it will be at the same facility or another one, we are still in discussions. But we are certainly planning to invest more in the future.
So what is the vision for Vivo India for the next 2 years? Do you also aspire to reach at the top of the market share tally?
Sure. So, good question. I think for us, the next 2-year target is to continue to build on the strong fundamentals we are building in this country. And when I say strong fundamentals, they are do we understand our consumer better and better? Is it that we are distributed properly? India is a vast country. What can we do so that we are present at all the right outlets? And whether it's outlets in case of offline or even in online, we should be present wherever our consumer is, right? That's another important thing. Third is services, right? After sales service centers. Do we have enough number of after sales service centers? Currently, we're doing very well in that direction. We have to continue to do better and better there.
What is the number of service centers that you have in India?
Currently, we have more than 550 service centers across the country. What is so unique about our service after sales service is that all our service centers are company owned and company operated. This is a relationship which we're building with the consumer. It starts with when you buy the product, and it does not finish when you change your product, but it has to continue from there on. Because we believe if you have once bought a Vivo, you should always move from once a Vivo to always a Vivo, right? So that's a journey we want the consumer to travel, and for that it's a long-term relationship. So selling you a phone for one time is not our goal. You have to build a relationship with Vivo and continue to be on Vivo for some time. So that's our goal.
So every brand has a focus segment where they sell their smartphones, they target the consumers. So which is the favorite segment for Vivo when it comes to selling smartphones?
We have decided to be an all price range player. Right? What it means is we will have phones for our consumers right from 8,000 rupees to 45,000 rupees. So at the upper end, we have an X. Right? At the entry level price segment, we have Y series. In the 20,000 plus segment, we have the V series. So and each segment is extremely important for us. Also because each segment has its own challenges and opportunities. Right? In the 40K plus segment, why it is so exciting? Because you can showcase your latest innovation. Right? That's such a great thing. No holds barred. You can show whatever is your progress in terms of R&D capability. And Vivo Next is a prime example of what all Vivo can do in terms of innovation. When it comes to the 20K to 30K segment, that again is a segment in which we are a leader. And we've been a leader for some time in that segment with the Vivo V series. V9 was very successful. V11 has been successful, equally successful, and even more actually. This segment gives us an opportunity of providing great camera capabilities because this is a consumer who cares really about camera. Right? And apart from great camera capability, can we also give some innovation? So the in-display fingerprint scanning for the first time in the sub 30K segment, we got it with the V11 Pro. Right? So that's the opportunity and the challenge of the 20K to 30K segment. In the below 20K segment, again, there's an opportunity. What new can you bring to the consumer? Right? In that segment, because this is a consumer who cares for multimedia, who cares for entertainment, who cares for bigger battery. So what new can you offer? So those are the opportunities which are available. Across price segments. So therefore, I won't say there is one specific segment which is important. I think each segment has its own challenges and opportunities.
Vivo is not going to focus just on the 20 to 30K segment.
Of course not. Of course, we're an all price range player. Right from 8K to 45K, we will have different offerings for different sets of consumers.
So Indian market is very competitive. So is there any brand you fear or think of as your biggest competitor?
I don't think there's any one single brand which I think is our competitor. For us, we believe the market is big enough for us to understand our consumer in the right way and therefore keep doing the right things. If we keep doing the right things, I think we can certainly do very, very well in the market. And it's not just in India, it's in China, in Thailand, in other countries also, we've seen we are doing well. So it's only because we have built strong fundamentals. So similarly in India also, I think if we can keep doing the right things, competition will always be there in a large market. And there is no single competition which I would like to single out here and say this is my threat or this is my competition.
Which channel works best for Vivo when it comes to selling smartphones? Is it online or offline?
For us, whether it's offline or online, they are just two channels to distribute our products to our consumers. If our consumer is available and is more comfortable buying online, we should be present there. Right? If our consumer is the one who cares more about touch and feel before I actually go and buy the product, offline is the route which he should choose.
But which channel is bringing more sales to you? Is it offline or online?
Sure. So when it comes to bringing in more sales, overall the way the market is structured in India right now, offline has majority of the share compared to online. For us also similarly, offline brings in more share than online. And because we are focused on offline, because we want to ensure that all our distribution, what we've done, all the retail partners we've set up, we give them very, very good experience in terms of service and everything. And when it comes to offline and online, there are two channels which we have to serve equally well.
So in the future, are you also going to bolster your online presence in the market?
See, I think we already have a very strong presence in the online market as well. Whether it's our, our own e-commerce platform, which is the Vivo India e-store, or there are other platforms like Amazon, Flipkart. We are present there. However, we are equally strongly, and in fact more strongly present in the offline market, right? And in the offline market, we have more than 70,000 outlets where we are present. Right. In terms of modern trade, we are present at more than 4,000 outlets. Exclusive stores, there are more than 250 exclusive stores we already have in India. So offline is our focus and will continue to be our focus. However, online also we are present and we will be present.
Do you think launching multiple phones in a year establishes that brand in the Indian market?
It's not about how many phones you launch. I think it's about, are you able to bring something new for the consumer every time you launch a product? As much about quality, in fact more about quality than about quantity. And that's been our endeavor as well. If you look at V9, we launched V9 in February, March. When we launched the V9, we had a great camera, the dual rear camera and all of those things. When we launched the V11 Pro, we brought in an absolutely new thing, which is the in-display fingerprint scanning, right? So therefore, if we can bring something new for the consumer, I think that's what is the most important thing.
Do you have any product launches lined up for the next 2 months?
See, launching a product in this segment is like breathing air. You have to keep launching products, and that's what is our focus as well. Launching new products is of course important. However, it's also important what is the quality of product you're launching and quality of innovation that you're providing. I think in the coming few months, you may see a couple of launches from us in the Y series as well.
So Vivo has already showcased their smartphone manufacturing capabilities with the Nex.
Yes.
So what is going to be the next big thing from Vivo that will change the industry trend?
Being in the technology business, I think innovation is what we have to continue to do. You saw that in the Vivo Nex, you saw that in the Vivo V11 and products before that as well. I think going forward also, you will see innovations which are new to the category, new to the industry, and will certainly redefine the way smartphones are made. What exactly will those innovations be? I think we have to wait for some time.
So Vivo Nex is a very different product from what your brand used to offer in the Indian market. So from the sales perspective, was Vivo Nex a success for you?
It was a huge success actually. In fact, it was so successful that whatever quantities we gave out in the industry, in the market, we got sold out completely. Our channel partners, our retailers were asking for more stock, and we went back to our supply chain and we therefore got more stock for them, and we've been continuing to sell well.
So there is going to be another smartphone in that segment above 30 or 40,000, right?
As I told you, we will be an all price range player. So Nex is a portfolio and Nex is a segment which is important for us, and we will continue to be present in that segment.
Tell us more about Vivo Synergy with your sister brands like OnePlus and Oppo. So Oppo F9 Pro was the first phone in India to have that water drop notch. Then Vivo V11 Pro was launched. Now the same thing is coming in the OnePlus 6T. Vivo was the first brand in India to bring the in-display fingerprint sensor technology. Now OnePlus 6T is coming up with the same technology. So how does this get decided whether which feature will be replicated by which brand?
As far as OnePlus, Oppo and Vivo are concerned, we may be having the same parent company, which is BBK Group. However, when it comes to each brands, I think we all play and operate absolutely independently of each other, right? And you can also understand this, that it cannot happen that in a matter of 15 days one technology gets transferred from one brand to another brand, right? So when you talk about the water droplet display, in a matter of 10-15 days we were also launching. So it was just about timing more than anything else. It was not really saying that okay, one brand had it, the other one took it from. So making a smartphone, developing a smartphone is a long process. It's not a matter of 15 days that you can do it like this. As far as we are concerned, we are as a brand focusing on innovation, focusing on ensuring we have the right products for the right consumers, and that's what we will do. So when it comes to innovation, I talked to you about in-display fingerprint scanning. I talked to you about, before Next we had the Apex, which was the concept phone which we launched, right? So all these things talk about how Vivo is trying to create its mark for itself in the mobile phone world.
Well, that was Mr. Nipun Marya for you. It was a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Thank you so much.